Welcome back to Module 5 Software and Apps Part 2. All right, so here you'll have a few of the more common productivity softwares, and they compared it to G Suite, Open Office, and Microsoft Office. And I'm not going to read through all of these, but you get the point that a word processor program, you're going to use it for word processing, spreadsheets, or for flat files, presentations, softwares for programs like PowerPoint. Database is Microsoft Access. Email is Outlook, online versions of Office Online. And then there's the cloud versions with OneDrive. Word processing software. Key features to this is that it creates documents, a collection of one or more pages. When you open the program, a blank document appears. The screen displays an insertion point and scroll bars. Offers a variety of options to create and format the document. Document management tools protect and organize files. Here you see some of the word processing features that are out there. Who uses word processing? Well, businesses do, and so do office workers and medical professionals. Personal use, of course, and then there's always students. They enjoy using it also to do their homework. Conference promoters and event planners, and also web designers. Now, to some of the items that can be created using a word processing program, essays and reports, agendas, memos, contracts, letters, greeting cards, event flyers, even documents for publishing to the web after converting them to an HTML can be done in a word processing program. Formatting. Format text by changing the font type, size, style, color, and special effects. Specify a document's margins and page orientation. Specify styles for the document, titles, headings, paragraphs, quotes, and more. Many productivity suites offer built-in templates for creating different kinds of documents. Here's some of the formatting options that you have. You can align, you can do hyperlinks, you do line spacing. All of this you can do within the confines of a Word program. Managing your documents offers tools to edit, share, protect, and save documents. Copy text graphics from one document or spreadsheet to a database or to another. By storing documents in the cloud, you can share documents with several people who can read, edit, comment on the same document at the same time. You can restrict access to the document by providing a view-only link and read-only access. Spreadsheet software lets you interact with numbers, charts, graphs, text, data. It can perform calculations on the data stored in a grid of cells and recalculate values automatically when data changes. Worksheets are laid out in a grid of rows and columns. They use letters to identify each column and consecutive numbers to identify each row. A cell is the location formed by the intersection of a column and a row. Some of the key features are formatting tools to change worksheet appearance, the page layout and view features, printing features, of course, web capabilities to share workbooks online and hyperlinks and save worksheets as web pages, developer tools to add customized functions, and tools to analyze data. Some of the formulas and functions that exist within Excel are formulas or computation rules calculate values using cell reference numbers and arithmetic operators. A function predefined is a predefined calculation. Built-in and custom functions can also be created. An argument is the information necessary for a formula or a function to calculate an answer, and you have absolute reference and relative reference. Absolute reference gives you the entire path, what sheet it's on, what row it's in, what column it's in. That is the pathway to finding that particular value. Relative would just deal with the sheet that it's on. So you can put it on sheet 5, but the relative reference might be A6. That would be your relative reference. Conditional formatting. Conditional formatting, you can sort, you can filter data, use a what if analysis, use trend lines or spark lines and pivot tables. Pivot tables is a real slick way of doing some of the functionality of querying the information that you have. Automate the worksheet with macros. If it's a repetitive task that you always do all the time, you can always um, you can always map what it is that you do. And then anytime you want to run, and you save it as a macro, anytime you want to run that same function or the same steps over and over again, just run the macro. It'll run it for you. And then you can also create charts. Some of the key features can help organize content and create professional looking digital slideshows. Each slide has a specific layout based on its own content, and each layout has a predefined placeholders for these items. Now, this is presentation software we're talking about. Display presentation in different views. You can add main points as a bulleted list, graphics, or images, or you can provide design ideas of your own. What's a nice feature is that it has spell check, formatting, researching, sharing, and publishing online. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and close this one down because this is the end of uh, part 2. I'll see you at part 3.